tournament. So, and now EU North American caster, EU North American team, our picks to win it are all here.
Well,
woo!
We're 1-0 up essentially because of the caster battle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the caster battle earlier was definitely,
like a pro, wasn't I?
Let's not talk about that right now. And we're going to jump on board with the compLexity squad, and we're going to be in the eyes of Clayster. He is the hype man. He was the missing piece for compLexity. Since they added him to the roster, they won MLG Anaheim, and they find themselves here in the championship. And a great start as they knock down 3 TCM players, and compLexity takes the first hard point.
compLexity straight away, their kill feed is being dominated by them, coming in with all the important kills straight from the bat. You know, the first hard point isn't necessarily the most important, but you've got to set up for those next ones. But TCM have answered back straight away inside that hard point. Pretty well contested straight away.
Absolutely. As we're going to jump over on with TP here. The hard point is contested. Clayster gets some shots on Monks. TP picking up a nice kill on Flux. A two-piece on Rich. And finally, Marky B comes in to knock him out. And Crim6 easily gets into that hard point. But it is contested because Rich is still there. Shots fired. compLexity takes it back. Back and forth. These two teams go 16-10 and counting in favor of compLexity.
Boys, I think we're in for a great final here if we're going off this first half point. Fantastic play. The team's a little bit nervous coming into this. Fantastic start by compLexity. TCM answered back a little bit, but compLexity going into this kitchen hard point with about a 10-point lead. TCM are in there and holding it down well.
And TCM, first movers to the next hard point. They do a great job setting up. They are able to get control of it, but compLexity breaks that. However, Monks was in the money room. He's able to pop back in the kitchen, shots fired, and gets taken out. But Rich comes in from behind, kills Crim6 and TP. Flux holding down the hard point, sees 2 compLexity players, throws a nice nade to the right. Beautifully played. He did it. He picked that kill up late, but you know, he split that pillar there. He threw a nade to the left, jumped to the right, and although he did die, that was a nice execution. TCM holding that hard point, but compLexity takes it back over.
Currently contested, compLexity with it once again. Contested once again, it's just going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. 2 minutes just gone on that clock. You can see in the bottom right-hand side corner of your screen there, TCM already switched over in Garage. In Garage, if you have a good setup on that, it is very, very easy to hold.
And Crim6 gets taken out as we were on board with them. We're going to switch over to the TCM squad. Marky B has been a dominant force all weekend long here. They're going to start moving to the hard point. compLexity already set up on it, so they've got to move in here and knock out some of those players. Let's switch close to the lines here. It's going to be Marky B. He's moving in, and he's going to try to get this nade off here. Throws it out, but the Semtex hits the cars, and TP is counted for the kill. Switching over to Monks. TCM has got this one on lock. Nice play by them to take this hard point over, and they needed this. They want to add some points on the board because they're only down by 12 points here.
Yeah, Monksy putting some bullets in to the guy next to Van. Rich is going to come in with a 2-piece, so they know that guy's next to Van. He's doing great work staying alive. Gets taken out eventually with that grenade. But this map, this hard point, it's one of them ones where if you want to contest it, it's very easily done. You can just jump in behind that van or jump in behind the Lamborghinis, and you can hold that down. But Rich is currently on a 5-kill streak. He has an RCXD. I'm not too sure if he would have wanted that. But, you know, it may provide useful, maybe a late-on situation. I'm not sure when. We'll see if he has actually meant to pick that up. But I would imagine he probably didn't.
No, I think he might have still had that on. I'm not sure why he decided to pick an RC car. That is not a common one used. Mostly focused on search and destroy. I think what happened is they sat down in the stations they were in before. They had a Game 5 search and destroy, and he didn't switch his score streaks. It could be a mistake. He does pick up his Hellstorm. TP picks up a 2-piece. And compLexity, they lost a lot of points from that garage from TCM, but it allowed them to make a move into the basketball court. They were able to get there first, so now it's TCM's job to break this hard point, and TP is on a roll here, taking out everybody. We're going to take a quick look at the scoreboard, 14-11, but really the TCM squad's got Rich, and he is 16-8, 2 caps, 2 defense. He's on a roll, leading it for his team.
Having a great final. Yeah, Rich has had a great tournament as well. For me, the standout players, I mean, Rich has been underestimated a little bit this weekend because of Marky B and Monksy just playing fantastic well. For me, Marky B is my MVP so far this event. compLexity, though, all those guys have played out the skin. Clayster has been insane. Crim6 has been insane. I mean, the TP is currently a 5-kill streak. Now just picking up so many streaks at the moment. Oh my God, what is Rich just done to him? Fantastic play by him. He's managed to stay alive in center.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Rich is a monster right now. I bet he's regretting swapping that RC car out for a Swarm with how well he's playing here. That's obviously an exaggeration. We're on board with TP of compLexity. He had 6 kills, finally taken out, was not able to get his War Machine, but he did get his health Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. Clayster picks up a two-piece. TP lets it rain, takes only out Rich out of that hard point, and now compLexity holding this one down, but a Hellstorm is coming in, and that's going to clean up just Crim6 as Rich was able to return the favor here. TP draws a nice kill. He still has his Hellstorm at his disposal, and compLexity holding down the hard point with a 122 to 83 point lead. But that is really not much when you look at TCM and what they're able to do.
Yeah, they're out slaying, but they're not slaying at the right times, TCM. They really need to get in, get the important kills inside the hard point, which will enable them to get more points, clearly. But, you know, they really need to start making the important kills, as I said. Now they're moving over, and compLexity have beaten the turnover, even though compLexity had controlled that last hard point. Big shots by X, they're going into the top house. Not going to pull it off there inside the hard point and win an M8.
So compLexity adding to the score here at 149 to 83. The hard point is racking up for them. 42 seconds. A look at the scoreboard. TP and Rich are definitely the hot shots of each game here. The rest of the players all going negative for both teams. So this is the TP and Rich show, holding it down for North America, holding it down for Europe. These guys are just absolute studs this game.
Yeah, well, TP is the one that's winning because the team are nearly 100 points in the lead with about 4 minutes to go. That's a big deficit. But you know, we nearly seen it when compLexity took on Impact. You know, they were around 70, 80 points behind with about 3 hard points left to rotate. And they caught them up and were in the lead for a long while. And of course, we've seen that dramatic end, and it was just crazy. But you know, it's possible for teams to come back. And TCM, they have that in their arsenal. You know, let's see what they can do. Rich coming in with a hipfire here, going to make the kill eventually. Has his team in support as well, who are now actually moved over to kitchen.
And we're on board in the eyes of Rich, who's just been killing it there. He's going to get taken out. We'll switch over to Monks, who's got 3 consecutive kills, and he's holding it down in the kitchen on hardpoint, avoiding some kills, picks up one, tries to get the second one there, and it's an assist. He sees somebody in his sights, and is he going to get that? No, finally it's Marky B that helps him out. Monks has got a Hellstorm, and he's doing a great job racking up points in this hardpoint. 173 to 120. They've got a deficit they need to make up for, and they've got to do it now in the kitchen with 26 seconds left in the hardpoint. They are doing a phenomenal job thwarting off compLexity's advancements.
Yeah, all the kill feed is TCM at the moment, and this is what I mean. You just get one hard point, hold it for that 60 seconds, you're back in the game straight away. They're going to be very, very close when it comes to the end of this, maybe around 20 points behind. So going in that garage, they need to think about rotating as well. Monksy going to go with try and pull that off. Not going to happen. Crim6 picking up kills at the garage though, and a couple of points wasted there from Monksy. Could have held on. Trying to move over now though, and it seems as if compLexity are set up here.
And Monk's able to take out Clayster here, holding it down. He's got a lightning strike still at his disposal. He's got 5 consecutive kills, picks up Aches and the War Machine, and he's going to be able to do some work with this. TCM coming back here in a big way with only 20 points with a separation. They had a huge deficit that they've made up for. TCM is kind of just catching wind here. Monks takes out Aches with the lightning strike, and again, he's got the War Machine, so he's just a terror there. Picks up TP as well. They're going to take the lead in this hard point if they keep it up.
Yeah, fantastic play by them. Caught right up. As I said, it can happen very easily in hard point. You get some momentum behind you, get 2 of these hard points, hold them down for the majority of the time, and you're in the lead just like that. 2 minutes to go. TCM in the lead in the first map here.
And we're going to switch over to Flux, who's in the hard point. He's going to get the rest of the remaining time here. compLexity is already well established for the next hard point. This is going to be crucial that they hold it down. They sacrifice the garage time to be able to take control of this basketball court. You already have TCM that's moving in. This is going to be tough here. And TCM might take this from compLexity, even though they had first setup. They do. They break the setup, and TCM knocks compLexity out. 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and they are just dominating here. TCM coming alive late in the game.
TCM absolutely all over this. compLexity, the best team in the world at the moment. If TCM beat them, do you call them the best team in the world?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, you have to.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, this is a worldwide tournament. On board with TCM now, around 20 points in the lead with a minute to go. And Marky B needs help on that hard point. There's 25 points left. None of his teammates are anywhere. On board with Rich now. Muxy picking up the 2-piece. X coming in with a kill on Rich as well. TCM moving in the hard point. X and TP doing work though. They're holding it down for compLexity. But TCM back in there once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Flux is still in there, and they've got to hold it down. compLexity has to keep pushing in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. TCM just dominating compLexity here, and they got a ton of time in that hard point, and they've actually already rotated to the next one. Rich is in the middle hard point, and they've won it. Game. That is game there. TCM, the European boys, are going to take game number 1 after, again, huge. They were down in it by a pretty significant amount of tons, and they pulled it out.
I hate to be the Benson here, but what did I say?
Oh, jeez.
TCM boys coming out here, they're going to hit the 250 as well.
Benson's a fair weather fan, man. He makes 7 different picks over a weekend on who's going to win. And there you have it. The final score is going to come down to 250 to 199 TCM. And all you hear is Swiss saying, "Come on, boys!"
In his Irish accent, eh?
Yeah, I definitely have. I can't do any accent.
America.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the final kill count.